Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone's doing well. This is seemingly the format for the previous year now. I wish I can actually be in front of you guys because it's kind of tiring and boring to talk in front of the screen, but we'll make do with what we got here. So first off, what I wanted to present with you really quick was just kind of the problem really quick. Did you guys actually know that 4 out of 5 falls in the US, or actually even worldwide as well too, but mainly the US, do not actually result in an injury? In other words, 4 out of 5 falls are basically don't even really cause any kind of bruising or breakage in bones or perhaps only scratches. And the people who fall once are more likely to fall again just because their mindset is kind of in the psychology of actually potentially like, oh, I might fall, so they actually end up falling. Medical costs for falls are $50 billion each year, and it's actually growing. In other words, by 2030, we actually anticipate 52 million falls and 12 million injuries. So falls are actually a very big thing, and it's probably one of those things that is not discussed much in general. In fact, the only people that actually probably know about it are people that have actually experienced the fall or already work in a facility that actually witnesses it. So what are some of the challenges with people that are falling? So obviously the fall itself, right? But what usually happens beyond just the fall itself is usually the psychological mindset of just the person that falls, as well as the people that are around them, relatives, family, things of that nature. So the questions that kind of swirl around people's minds is, so who's going to perform the lift? In other words, who's going to actually help this person up? You worry about risk of back injuries because it's usually very awkward to actually help someone up. Even if the person that has fallen is only 80 pounds, you can imagine deadlifting someone to 80 pounds in a very awkward position is actually very difficult to do. Relatives are afraid when it can occur next. And as a result, what usually happens is that this reduces the quality of life for the person that actually has fallen, as well as it creates anxiety for family members too. So it basically just creates a miserable situation all around for everyone. So what do we have here that might actually be able to solve and help this situation? So we've teamed up with a manufacturer called Rize Up, who actually creates mobility and disability devices. And the Rize M is actually a unique and all-manual mobile lifting chair that helps a fallen person up to almost standing position within a few minutes. I'll show you guys a video on how this actually is done in just a moment. So with that said, with this chair, relatives can now have a quick and immediate solution. There's no waiting time for external help. So in other words, some people have said, oh, well, I can just call 911. So a couple things that come with that. One, you have to wait for someone to come. And that could be minutes, that could be 30 minutes, that could be hours for that matter. Furthermore, in large metropolitan cities by law, if you call if you call 911, an ambulance is actually sent, and that could actually be $750 at least per incident, and that just adds up very quickly for especially non-serious falls. The person at risk of falling is less anxious to falls now. So if the person actually knows they're going to fall, they know there's a solution or a quick solution that will get them up, so they can actually go about their regular lives again. So some quick unique points. It's very easy to assemble. It requires very minimum effort to actually be able to operate and actually get the person back up. You only require one helper. In other words, if you're actually trying to help someone that's 80 or 100 pounds up, you might actually need 2 people. There's no risk of back injury. It's ergonomically correct, so the person actually feels comfortable. It's small and stows away very easily. And this assembly is very quick as well, too. I'm going to show you a quick video so you can see how it works. Oops. You guys get the idea. I have a few seconds left, so I wanted to really quickly wrap up here. Give me 1 second here. So as Tristan mentioned, our 3 asks a little bit earlier. So some of the challenges that we're facing right now is we are running Facebook campaigns to business consumers. So we're doing Facebook ads directly to consumers right now, and we've picked out basically caregivers, nursing homes, nursing home employees, long-term care interests, and things of that nature. Right now, some of the feedback from the consumers, not a lot of them seem to like the idea, but they say that it's expensive. And so that's kind of some of the pushback. It is an FDA-approved device, so Medicare Part B actually does do reimbursement, so we give that, we tell them that that's an option. So one of the things we want to make sure of, are we targeting the correct consumer audience? We want to make sure that we're in front of the right people. We want to target the right B2B audience as well, too, business to business. We want to be sure that we're targeting nursing home managers, long-term care facilities, people of that nature. And we want to be introduced potentially into a network of sorts that perhaps if there's a nursing home owner, that they actually have a network that they're a part of, that they meet on a monthly basis or something of that nature, or maybe there's a convention that they actually go to. That'd be great for us as well, too, for us to get in front of them. And with that said, thank you guys for the opportunity to present to you guys, and I will pass it back to Tristan to kind of let questions kind of go.